Hello, we are going to be doing a math lesson plan today for kindergarten class. The purpose of this lesson is for students to be able to recognize, match, sequence, and write the numbers from 1 to 10. When you do this with your children, you can start off by saying, can you count to 10? Can you count to 20? If you had time, could you count up to 100 or 1,000 or even 1,000,000? That's a very big number with lots of zeros. But we hardly ever use a number that big. You can also teach them how they can use smaller numbers in everyday life. For example, why do you think it's important to learn how to count? You can count cake on a plate to see if there's enough cake for everyone. Your teacher may count you to see if someone is present. You also need to be able to count so you can count your money to see if you have the correct amount to purchase something. And also, counting helps you tell what day of the month and year it is. And you can ask them if they can think of any other reasons that they would need to be able to count. Now, we have two activities here. The first activity we're going to do, it's called a candy activity. And on the back of the board, there are some instructions for this game that you can use with your children. So you lay the game board down and you will be given a candy package. Inside are pieces of candy. They're little plastic markers for the children. And you will also be given a deck of cards. And you can tell the children that they may pull 4 cards out of the deck. So the first card that I would pull out, for example, is a number 4, and it's blue. The children would need to be able to then come to the markers, pull out 4 blue markers or candies, and place them in the center of the circle. The second number would be a 2, and it's green, so then you would do the same thing with the green candy pieces. The third is a yellow 3, once again 3 yellow pieces of candy. And finally we have an orange 5, so that would be 5 pieces of orange candy. And then as you're doing this, you want to encourage your children to count out loud. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so that you know that they're understanding the sequencing and the counting of the numbers. Once they've pulled out 4 cards and they've put their candy on the game board, you can have them go ahead and put the candy back in the candy envelope. And when they've done that, they can bring it to you, or you can go to them, have them fold the flap over with the cards that they've drawn from the stack, and the teacher can then count the candy pieces and match it up to the colored numbers to make sure that they've been done correctly. The second game that we have is a bingo. You'll be given a bingo game piece like this, as well as some markers and the cards for the children that will look like this. They're numbered from 1 to 10, and each square has a matching number of children to the number. So the children will be placed in groups of 4, and the first person to go will spin the number. This one landed on 5, so the children will then put a marker on the number 5. Once they've put a marker on all of the squares, then they can yell out bingo. And that's the end of the lesson. We hope that you enjoy it and that your children will enjoy it. Thank you.